What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don. We are back with another video. Today is the video that kind of wraps up the entire preseason. Now, we are officially done with the preseason. Regular season starts Wednesday. I believe we play the. Let's see. I know it's Malcolm Brogdon and them, which is the Pacers. I knew the team. I knew the players, but I couldn't think of the team. But I got a lot to say, and this is a Knicks channel, so it's mainly about the Knicks. 83-119, we won. It was a good game, like we were straight on the gas from the get-go. But now that we really got to see everybody, I'm going to give you my take on every single player that we saw yesterday. And yeah, we're going to go from top to bottom. I believe this was the starting lineup with Randle, Bullock, Robinson, Quickley, and RJ Barrett. And to me, that does not look like a bad starting lineup. Yes, Randle was in the lineup, But let me begin with Julius Randle and say that no, at this moment, we cannot trade Julius Randle. No, we can't trade him. I know I say it a lot in the comment section and I want to see him gone. We can't trade Julius Randle. Because if Julius Randle plays his role, he's a good addition for now. We can't trade him right now. Because it's going to be too much for Obi just by himself. Even though he had a solid 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 points, It's too much for Obi right now just to be a starting 4, or starting, starting 4. It's not going to happen that easily for Obi. Obi needs to find his own way still. And as long as Julius Randle plays in control, he's a very solid contributor to this team. He only had 11. He can get you at least 16 minimum, in my opinion. So he had 11, 8 assists, 3 rebounds in 24 minutes. He played very well yesterday. He did a lot of things that, you really didn't expect him to kind of play that way. He played different, Is it enough for me to give him on the team? No, because Obi is there already, so we probably would be looking to move on. But for right now, he's got to stay on this team. I say at least let him ride out the contract. If there good offer is out there for him, of course you do it. But if not, I think it's better for the development of Obi if Julius Randle at this point stays. I just think it will benefit Obi more. It's gonna take Obi some time to grow. We're gonna talk about Quickley, of course. We're gonna talk about everybody, but Julius Randle is the first name here, so I figure I'd talk about Julius Randle first. It might be a longer video than usual, but we're going to get our thoughts out today. But yeah, I do believe that Julius Randle should stay at this point. No real debate on that. I don't think I'm ready to see Julius Randle go to insert Obi right away. It's not happening. It's going to take Obi some time to grow and find his game. And I think we need to do that slowly. We need to protect Obi in that sense. There's no reason to throw Obi into the fire. But yeah, that's all I got to say about Randle. Next, we got Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock is a solid contributor on this team. He's going to be important on this team as we grow, at least for this year. He's going to be the player that's going to keep us in games, if not win them. His shooting is excellent. He does have energy. When he's on, he seems to be contributing very heavily, and I think we can use that. 18 minutes, he had about 17 points, 5 rebounds. That's what you're asking of him. Show the younger guys what it takes to be a consistent scorer. That's what you need. He's one of the oldest guys on the team. He probably is the oldest guy on the team. I believe he's like 29 or something like that, which is not even considered old. But in this team, most guys are like 22, 23. So he's definitely one of the older guys. But I think he's important on this team. Next, we got Mitchell Robinson. I thought he had a good game again. 12 rebounds, 8 points. We know it's going to be between Mitchell Robinson and Nerlens Noel for the starting center position. I would still give it to Mitchell Robinson because I think you don't get that much different from Nerlens Noel. But I do think that in the end, it's probably Robinson's position to lose at this point. I just, as long as Mitchell Robinson can stay out of foul trouble, I think it's pretty much his position. And yeah, Nerlens Noel can help him grow and develop, but I really do think it's on Mitchell Robinson too. It's like I said before, it's his position to lose. Right now, I see him being the favorite. Like that starting lineup I told you before, which is right above us here: Randle, Bullock, Robinson, Quickley. That's pretty much what I would like to go by. And of course, I think you gotta, because wait, with Barrett it makes it 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, with Barrett, of course, in there too. That makes it 5. Next, we got Immanuel Quickley. I think we found ourselves a point guard. Let's be honest. I think we found ourselves a point guard potentially. Is he a true point guard? I don't know. He plays the point well though. Who would have thought? I would have never thought that this would have been a game or a preseason that Quickley shows he can really be a very good distributor. And Quickley ties into Knox. I'm going to go from Quickley to Knox because there's something that I see between the two of them. He seems to be the energy plug Quickley is to get Knox going. And it's like they feed off each other well. Quickley has so much energy on defense and offense that Knox gets going too. And I think that's very important. That's one of the key attributes as a very good point guard. Is you get people going. You get people started up. Quickley starts shooting. He starts making them. He starts trying to get into the paint. He's picking up full court. He's doing everything he's supposed to do to show that he should be on the court. And I do believe that we got something special in Quickley. Who would have thought second round, who would have thought that we would have, I said second round pick, I'm crazy, that we selected Quickley as late as we did in the first, and a lot of people didn't even think that we should have gotten Quickley, but I always liked his shooting, but the videos I saw, I never thought that it would translate the way it did in the NBA, because even when he was at Kentucky, it didn't really seem like he was going to develop like that to have a range of passing the way he does have, alley-oops, quick passes, stuff like that. But, sometimes when you get off a team like Kentucky with all that individual talent there, you can find yourself more a team like the Knicks that needs a point guard. So I think that's why Quickley is coming along, and he's going to play a big role this year. I don't think he's going to start yet, but even though the lineup I mentioned in the beginning, I would like that to be the starting lineup, I don't think it's going to be the starting lineup. I would like it to be though, but I don't think Quickley is going to start right away because Payton will probably start in the beginning in front of him, and eventually Payton will lose that position to Quickley because I do think Quickley is that good. Next we got RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is continuing to be solid, steady growth. He does everything right, and knows how to attack, knows how to shoot. Now he does. His 3-pointer can get better though. If RJ Barrett's 3-pointer gets to a certain level, you gotta watch out, man. Because I still do believe between RJ and Zion, RJ will be the better player. Mark my words. I know Zion had a big game the other night, but I do believe RJ Barrett is the more complete player, the player that will stay healthier longer, the player that will produce longer. It's gonna go to RJ. RJ is doing everything right. You can't ask for much more than that from him. Just a little bit more 3-pointers, and keep hitting your free throws, which he did. I believe he was 5 of 5, so he's doing that. Got no complaints on RJ Barrett. Just keep doing what you're doing. Next we got Obi Toppin, Obi, the one. It's difficult for him so far. It's been difficult. Obi is trying to find himself. He can do so many things well, though. It's not like he doesn't have things that he can't do. He can pass. He can run. He can dribble. He can shoot. He can get inside. He just needs to find out what he favors the most and make those his main attributes, and then let everything else help him. But until we figure out a way to really get him involved into the game, this is how it's gonna be for him. He'll come off the bench most definitely. It's kind of hard to see what his main attack modes are, and he needs to find that. I think it'll take time for him, and I think he's going to do a lot of training. A lot of practice time is going to depend on that. That depends on him, how he develops. I think he can. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife right now. We're not sure how to integrate him, but we know he got something. We just got to bring it out of him. But when we do, he's going to be a very good player. So I'm not worried about him at all. He had about 27 minutes in, 6 rebounds, 6 points, 4 assists. He was doing a little bit of everything. That's what you ask, So I'm not worried about that. Kevin Knox, baby boy, had a big game, 20 points. His shooting is excellent now, and that's because he's being found by a guy in Quickley who gets on the ball fast. Quickley gets the ball away. Now Kevin Knox is open in the corner, and the confidence Kevin Knox is a deadly one. Him and Quickley together is going to be a great duo together, man. See, this is year 3 now, so we're expecting good things from Kevin Knox, and I do think we're gonna see it. We're definitely gonna see good things from Kevin Knox, man. I think that when Kevin Knox is confident, he's gonna be one of the best shooters we have. But that's on him to stay consistent with it. But I think him and Quickly have that connection, and it won't be long before you see those two starting with maybe something like Knox at the 3, Quickly at the 1. Barrett at the 2, at the 4. Hopefully one day Obi 5, Mitchell Robinson. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Trust me, I do. I do really do believe in Kevin Knox. I really do believe we're seeing what he's capable of little by little, and I think it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better from here. But he just needs to keep believing. He needs to keep working on his shot, and we're gonna see things that we always wanted to see from Kevin Knox, and he proved it again last night. 20-point game. He was red hot in the corner, left corner, right corner. It didn't matter. The confidence Kevin Knox is a dangerous one, so he just has to keep that confidence up. Jared Harper to me is gonna be a good backup guard. He might back up. Whoever the starting guard is. He could be a backup for us. I do think that we have a lot in him. He seemed to play very well last night, which effectively ends Miles Powell for making the team, at least for now. But I'll talk about that later. I think that Jared Harper can come off the bench and really help us. He seems to be a really good contributor, and so does Theo Pinson. But Theo Pinson, I don't know if Theo Pinson could really make the team or anything like that. It's more G League bound, but I think Jared Harper has a real good shot. Really does, A lot of the younger guys, the fringe G League players, they showed out last couple of games, as in they were actually brought in by Tibbs. Another guy that's really on that list is Iggy. Right now for Iggy, it's the game is passing him by a little bit, and I mean that in the nicest way. But I think the game plays faster than Iggy wants to play it sometimes, and I can't really see him having a solid spot on this team for right now. Barring injuries, I just don't see it. Same for Miles Powell. Of course, it's all his size, and you guys know I love Miles Powell, man. I would love for him to make the team right now, but G League is where he's gonna have to prove it now. His size is one thing that he's terribly undersized, but he's a very good player and a very good shooter, Miles Powell, that is. So we got to see what we can get out of him in the G League first. So it would be Theo Pinson for me, Iggy, Miles Powell, and Bryce Brown as well. Even though Bryce Brown had a really good shot in the corner, by the way, But yeah, that's pretty much my whole summary for everybody that played. That was pretty much everybody on the roster, but besides the injured guys and besides the guys who just didn't play. These were the guys that we wanted to see the most anyway. Besides Austin Rivers, a guy like Payton might find himself on the bench real quick with the way Quickley is playing. But what did you guys think, by the way? And thank you guys for showing up to the stream again. I really appreciate it. We have a lot of fun in those streams, man. We talk about anything. Shout out to B Sim, shout out to Jerome, shout out to Braden, shout out to Swag, shout out to everybody that came out. I think everybody. I think John too showed up. We got everybody in there, man. We just having a good time, to be honest with you. And that's what I appreciate. What did you guys think of the game? What are your overall thoughts, final thoughts as the preseason is over? I think these were the guys that we needed to see the most. They played, and everybody else, we'll see them when we do. I'm not really that interested at this point in Ntilikina and all that. It's pretty much over for Ntilikina at this point. They're gonna give Ntilikina a goal, of course, but there's a couple of younger guys that are playing very good basketball, and Ntilikina might not see the floor no more. So a trade most likely for him is probably coming at one point as well. But we'll see. It's your boy Dondo. Like, comment, rate, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts about the overall preseason, this game, and anything else. As always, thank you guys for your support. I try to do the streams for every Knicks game, but I let you guys know if I can't make it or something like that. For now, it's your boy Dondo. Again, like, comment, rate, subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace, I'm out.